Alright guys, welcome back to the Do It For Dale Fantasy Cup in NASCAR Thunder 2004. What is a bonus episode for the playthrough after we have finished it up, the season mode with the custom schedule. I decided it'd be fun to go ahead and do the All-Star race, which I hadn't had unlocked. And I figured might as well stream it because I probably wouldn't have time to record what is going to be a 100% length All-Star race. Should take about an hour and a half. So, yeah. Hello, Jamie. You're just in time. We are about to get started. Yup. I know, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? But yeah. We are doing the thing. Also going to be using the Goodwrench Plus paint scheme, because why not? Full length going to be a death? I'm not in career mode, so it shouldn't be too bad. That would make it bad, but this, Smash Bros. Failed. How did it fail? Anyway, let's head out to Charlotte, or Lowe's Motor Speedway, for the All-Star race.
We're in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Mecca of Motorsports, Lowe's Motor Speedway. The drivers are ready, the fans are ready, and EA Sports is ready to bring you flag-to-flag coverage of all the action. This should be a fantastic race as usual.
This track was the first one to focus on spectator comfort, and it shows. This place always draws an enormous crowd. Most of the team shops are located in this area, which give it a hometown feel. We're in for some great racing here at Lowe's.
Mark Martin won here at Lowe's in 2002.
And he had to beat a car he co-owns to do it. What a spot that must be, to have to pass your own car to win a race.
Jamie McMurray won the fall race at Lowe's in 2002 in only his second win.
Richard Petty is in this race.
Bobby Labonte and Tony Stewart, plus fight through lap traffic over the last couple laps to get the win. Now that is impressive for someone making just their second start.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All-Star consists of 3 segments. Segment 1, you must make a 4-tire green flag pit stop and finish in the top 20. Segment 2, you must finish in the top 14. The field will then be inverted based on a fan vote. And the last segment is a 14-car race to the finish. Okay. Cool.
Now, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Starting out front are the UPS Ford and the Rubbermaid Sharpie Ford. Starting in row 2 will be the Valvoline Pontiac and the Team Rusty Dodge. In row 3 are the Haviland Dodge and the STP Dodge. In row 4 are the Pfizer Ford and the Dale Jr. Chevrolet. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the GM Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet and the DuPont Chevrolet.
Alrighty. Here we freaking go. So typically what I do with this, oh gosh. Typically what I do with this first segment when I know I have to do a green flag pit stop is I usually do it as early as possible to get away from the others, but I've never done it on 100% before, and I feel like I should use a maybe smarter strategy so as to not, you know, end up on super old tires at the end of the segment or whatever. It seems to me that I should probably try to pit more normally than I would in the past, just because my previous times doing the All-Star race would have been on like 25% or less, and this is 100%, so it's a 40-lap first segment. So yeah, got Richard Petty here with us, which is funny, because this is in quick race mode or whatever. It is not a season or a career, so Richard Petty can appear in the race. I mean, Dale could have as well if I wasn't driving as him. But it is funny to see. So far, we're just kind of following Jeff, who is our rival throughout the whole season in the Fantasy Cup. Not rival as in he was mad at us. I mean, rival for getting wins and all that. He was definitely the guy to beat most of the time. And then we got Junior, the only person we actually built a real alliance with through the year, because it felt like the right thing to do, for sure. Alright, we are a little free. That's Charlotte, you know, that typically is going to happen. Should not be on the apron. Got away with it though, it's fine. Okay. By Jeff here. Junior's gonna follow us through. Yeah, I mean, as the tires wear, that's when things get a little scary here, because you can be real free, depending on the setup, which again, I didn't do a special setup, so that's gonna be a thing. So we got Jamie McMurray up here, who actually did pretty well in our Do It for Dale season. That's for sure. He's in second, and looks like Dale Jarrett is leading right now. Imagine this game remade for current NASCAR. Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. I mean, you know what I was thinking too? I just, you know, we talk about like all the things, features that we wish were in the new games that the old games had. But like a custom season with the ability to go to any track would be especially cool nowadays, because there's so many road courses and stuff. It would be pretty dope to create a, you know, a unique custom schedule. But that's just not something you can do. You can do that? What? Are you sure? Well, that gives me ideas then. On 5? Okay. Because I was thinking you couldn't on 4 for sure. So you can do it on 5. That gives me ideas. That gives me ideas. But still, I don't know, there's something about these classic games, man. The feel, the look, the sounds, the physics, everything was just, I don't know. It stands out, right? I'm not saying that these are perfect games by any stretch of the imagination. Career mode on, like, the Thunder games are so, I mean, it's so impossible. It really is. But I don't know. These games, and it's like 05 through 07, those games, basically 03 to 07, there's so many good ideas and so many things that I miss. They were not perfect games, any of them, but they all had some unique and cool stuff that I really do wish were, you know, still present in today's games. But yeah, that is interesting. You can remove the playoffs too. That's also interesting. Sometimes it breaks the game. I mean, sure, that figures. But by the way, for the past, so like the last couple episodes of Dale, the last recorded episode of 07, and of course this, I'm using the new controller that I got after returning the other new controller that I got that was not good. I won't out the company, but let's just say it was not a quality piece of gaming equipment. But what's funny is, I basically got a new version of the same controller I had always used with my original Xbox since I got it, which I got it from Goodwill, like 5+ years ago, and it had already been used pretty heavily. It's not a first-party controller, but for whatever reason, it's just a better controller than the other ones that I've tried. I was able to get one on eBay that was new, so it is a little scuffed at the bottom because the way the packaging was, the bottom parts of the controllers, you know, like the parts that you grip with your palms or whatever, they stuck out of the plastic, so those are kind of scuffed up, so it doesn't look new, but the sticks, the triggers, the buttons are all perfect and responsive. It's great. Alright, so I gotta figure out here. So fuel isn't an issue, which makes sense. This is more about the mandatory 4-tire stop that they didn't want it to be, I guess, close on fuel or whatever. But I gotta figure out when I might want to do that. There's a car on pit road, but I'm assuming they had an engine failure. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to look on pit road to see if I could see who it was, and I was not paying attention where I was going. Okay. But yeah, I should probably think about pitting at some point here. I don't want to get like trapped a lap down, and I don't want to pit with a bunch of other people. I don't know. We'll see. If I can get away from doing it right at halfway, that would be fine, because then I'd know that the tire wear would be equal or whatever. Oh God, I was reading chat. You have a physics test? Well, don't leave it till the last second. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Okay. So maybe I pit this time by. Split the whole thing. Doesn't look like any of them are pitting yet, so hopefully they don't follow me down and get in my way when I'm trying to exit or anything. Hopefully. Can leave it till like 10 and it'll be fine. Okay. Okay, I stopped a little short. I'm not used to pit road entry here. Okay, I'm not going to touch anything. It does have to be 4 tires, though. That is the rule. So. Come on, guys. No mistakes. No mistakes. Okay, now let's be real careful. We don't want to bring out a caution. Oh, hi, Mikey. Mikey's blowing up. Rip Mikey. Well, somebody went out early, and there's Mikey, and there's another one blowing up. What the frick is happening? Is that Bill Elliott? Well, there you go. Another one bites the dust. Oh, man. Alright, so we need this to cycle through without a caution trapping us. We have to finish in the top 20 after doing that pit stop, and we are one short of that if we were to get trapped a lap down, but They will have to pit at some point. Unless they do that thing where they don't, which sometimes happens. Sometimes they just don't pit. And you can get yourself into trouble as far as that's concerned. But they usually, like, so it's, you'll see it the most in like the Gatorade duels or whatever, or the shootout. Is it the shootout? I think it's the shootout, where some cars just will never pit even though they're supposed to, and then they get, I guess, like disqualified or whatever. But occasionally the game will just sort of let one of them get away with it. It's kind of dumb. I think I saw that more in 03 though. I haven't really experienced it in 04, so maybe they fixed it in this more. I don't know. Also, we're in the top 20 now, I just noticed. Tony Stewart has also blown up. That's like 5 cars that have blown up now. What is happening? Twitter's wait, what? NASCAR Twitter is being canceled because Ty Dillon isn't allowed to have feelings. Huh? What happened? So yeah, I'm really confused as to what is going on, why so many people have blown up already, but okay. I mean, he has a right to do that. I could understand why maybe, you know, people who don't like him don't want to hear it, but, like, just don't pay attention to what he says. Don't follow him or whatever. Just ignore him if you don't like him. He has a right to say that if he wants to. It's ridiculous. But I mean, yeah, like, look at his situation now. He gets a partial freaking schedule after being full-time, whereas then other people, you know, have better opportunities than him. Like, I don't know. I feel like at this point, you can't really even make that comparison to Austin, because he's pretty much paid his dues at this point, too, by having not great equipment and then finally having a couple decent races the last couple of years. But, I mean, yeah, no. It's silly. Okay. It looks like these guys are going to go as long as they can without pitting. But at least we are in the top 20, so if something silly happens, we'll still make it to the next segment, and I don't think we'll still be a lap down. I think that would be fixed, reset, or whatever. I'm not sure, but I don't think they would keep us a lap down. I feel like they'll probably pit. You never know with this game. You never know. He's like Jeffrey Earnhardt. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fair. Or even Carey, for that matter. It's like, just because his last name's Earnhardt doesn't mean he got any breaks.
Number 42 is still there. 49.50. Keep it up. Great lap. They're on both sides.
Okay. I really do hope they pit soon, though. It would be a lot less confusing. Yeah. I mean, I get why he has felt like that. A lot of it stemmed probably, too, from, like, when he was first getting started, was right at the height of Teresa fricking over his dad and all that too, so there was a lot of things where he probably just wanted to try to prove things on his own, but yeah, I don't know. the thing about it is, if Junior put him in a car and he did really well, then nobody would have cared. Nobody would have been like, oh, you know, he's only doing good because he's here, because, you know, it's not like that's the best team in Xfinity or anything, you know. If he went into one of his cars and then actually won races or whatever, then people would have never batted an eye at it. It's different if it's like, you know, you're getting put into a Gibbs car, then it's like, okay, you're being given an advantage, and if it's only because you're related to somebody, then you're being given an advantage for the wrong reason or whatever, then yeah, that would be different. Yeah, that's true, too. Well, I've kind of caught these guys in the main pack. I'm very fast, I feel, right now. We might get our lap back the hard way, actually. They signed Dak. You mean the Cowboys? Oh, actually, I think they might be pitting. They all sort of in unison moved down, so let's see. Well, those guys, anyway. Okay. I'm glad I saw that, though. Didn't want to enter on the bottom because of that. Hey, 5 laps to go. Some people are pitting. But now everything is fine. Until he gets hurt in the first game. Right? Some tragic, terrible thing happens. Okay. Yep. Saw the movements. Knew it was happening. Oh, Jeff made the move as well. And they are all pitting. This is good news. This is good news. That means nothing will be broken in that regard. And I may actually end up winning the segment. So back then, if I recall, to win the full $1 million, you had to win on all the segments, right? Wasn't it like 125, 125, and then the main one was 750 or something like that? I don't remember which. Yeah, that might have only been a certain time span, but I kind of feel like it was. But either way, we've inherited the lead, so yay! Honestly, I feel like we probably will be able to win this pretty easily unless something crazy happens. Or I make like a really dumb mistake. But we're super fast, which is nice. And I think splitting the segment for the tires was a good idea too, because we haven't had any issues with that, so that's nice. It's not the race for the win, it's just the end of the segment. Calm down. Yay! We did the segment thing. You're winning the Super Bowl? Honestly, for your sake, I hope so, but we'll see. Tony Stewart, Bill Elliott, Mike Waltrip, Johnny Benson. They're the people who blew up, so no shock there, I suppose. So we will restart him first. Now, in this one, you have to finish in the top 14, and then the field is inverted by a fan vote. So there's no guarantee of... Wow, I did not get a good start. There's no guarantee of what that vote will be. In real life, it would have always been like the max amount, right? People were always going to vote for the most people to get inverted or whatever. But with these, you don't really know what it was going to be. Jeez, remember when I said about making a mistake? Oof. I was trying to pinch Harvick down a little bit. We made contact, and then the rest, as they say, is history. Well, what I was going to say is there's no guarantee it's going to invert all 14, so you don't really want to purposely sandbag, and yet here we are. I don't know, we have 30 laps. We could probably get back up there if I don't make too many mistakes like that again. That was a little unfortunate. Just a little unfortunate. Did Harvick somehow take the lead after that happened? No way. Did he? He did. How? How, may I ask? I guess I didn't slow him down at all when we made contact. It just sent me into the wall. Fair enough. But yeah, there's no guarantee they're going to invert a bunch of people, so sandbagging on purpose could be to your detriment. So you should probably just try your best to, you know, run up front. And again, as I was saying, I don't know if that applies to this game or this time period, but I do know at some point it was beneficial to win all the segments. So if you're trying to have the mindset of what would benefit you the most or what would be the most dominant performance, then you're going to want to win all the segments anyway. So yeah, not sure if we can win this segment now, but I will try my best. We might end up getting inverted down to 14th for our troubles, but it's okay. Ooh, Newman. Hello, Newman. Why am I on the apron? I don't know. I gotta admit, I miss this era so much. Even from a visual standpoint, like seeing the Altel Dodge, seeing a Dodge, period, you know, seeing one of the Evernham Dodge sponsored Dodges too. Heck, even seeing this freaking Rubbermaid sponsorship, or the classic Lowe's Jimmy car and so on. Like, I miss this stuff, man. UPS Brown, Sterling in his silver car, and just, I don't know. It's just not the same anymore. It's just not the same. And I know that's nostalgia. A lot of my feelings toward things is based on just nostalgia and remembering simpler times. And, oh, I guess the first person I made upset, well, I might have made Harvick upset a minute ago, but most of the people I've nudged haven't been upset about it. Whoa. But, I understand that nostalgia kind of makes me say things like that a lot of times, but I don't know. I still miss it. Junior, you have been shuffled back as well, my friend. My son, my boy. Ooh, I made contact with you. Yep. And he's mad. Sorry. Sorry. It was getting away from me, and I threw everything into trying to save it. The fact that we only made light contact is something. Probably being a little too aggressive trying to get by them right now, but it's kind of like a pride thing. I'd kind of like to get up there and still win the segment even after that start was so bad to this one. Nah, I mean, Ooh. Anyway, I don't think I actually asked, but James, how was your days today? Tell me how things went. How's life? As we get past Dale Jarrett here, into the top 5. I feel like there's more of a chance of them inverting like 6 people, so smart play would probably be to hang around here, but it's fine. Work for 2 hours on a garden. Cool. Now that the blizzard is over, I guess you can start thinking about planting things, huh? Okay. Nice clean pass. Now these 3 up here, Harvick, Richard Petty, and Bobby Labonte, they're right together. Just like bumper to bumper to bumper, it looks like. So a little harder to get by them since they're all kind of fighting each other. Oh, I know it's been over and then it got warm. I was just kind of laughing at the idea that it hasn't been that long since that happened, and yet, you know, it's already a thing of the past, so to speak. Meanwhile, my weather's been all over the place. A few days ago, it was 60 degrees at night. Last night, it was 28 degrees. It's like, freaking make up your minds. Okay, we have caught up to them. There's still plenty of laps left in this segment. I keep forgetting how many laps are in these segments. I mean, it is a 100% race. I gotta remember that it takes time. Huge blizzard of about 4 inches. Yeah, I mean, the problem was just that nobody was prepared for it. Then there was the whole separate power situation, and there's a lot of things that added up to be a mess. Yeah, you're right. A little squirrely there. Ooh, we almost got into Bobby there. It's a little smarter than that. We don't want to get into it too much here. Get into an incident. Okay. Run to the inside. Ooh, we skated that almost up into him there. All right. Careful, careful, careful. Okay. We're fine. So Richard Petty's up here. We're in second place. It's funny. Be kind of cool if it ended up being down to us two for the All-Star win, but Harvick's looking pretty darn strong, so it's hard to say. Ooh, hang on to it. Well, it doesn't help that they change the rules to it every year, you know. That might help people understand what the frick is going on if they didn't change it every time. And then you got to have, you know, Larry Mack and people like that try to break it down like 4 or 5 times during the race. Just a reminder of how the rules are this year. And it's like always overly complicated. Yeah. If you wanted to add the more modern counterpart to them, then you'd throw the 48 in that mix as well. Ooh, we got a little bit squirrely. Frick the 48. Wow. Wow. See if I can get Richard to try to pass Harvick going into the turn here. Not quite. Ow. Okay. He sort of slammed on the brakes there. Why you do this? Rather than go for that pass, he just sort of brake checked me there. I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about Jim Johnson, obviously. Also, Bowman was pretty good this past race. At least, well, actually, I'm not sure where he finished, but he was running in the top 10. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright. Speaking of 48, he is 48 mad. Okay. That was just poorly executed maneuver on my part. So he's not happy with this. That's fine. That's fine, honestly. Could be the battle of the Goodwrench cars to see who wins this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're breaking loose on me there. Real careful. Oh, well then. It seemed to do him too much good last time, did it? Oh, Harvick is actually upset about our earlier altercation, I guess. He got a little squirrely there. So we are going to maybe take the lead back here. Yep. With just a few laps to go, our tires are starting to wear now. Something good to bear in mind for this segment, because I think the tire wear resets at the start of the next segment. So it was on lap 28 that we started to get tire wear. We haven't hit halfway on fuel, but I feel like we are going to have to pit in the last segment, so there's that. Man must have won the lottery. That or there's a lot of people camping. It seems unlikely given, you know, things. This basically is stage racing. Honestly, that's where they came up with the idea for it, I think. It's freaking the All-Star race. They're like, you know what, we could just do this all the time. Alright. Well, we are going to win this segment no matter how bad that hurts us for the invert. We worked pretty hard to get up here after our mistake we made. I don't mind them. They're okay. Okay. Oh, getting some hand cramping. Oh, so who got eliminated? Newman, Burton, McMurray, and Labonte. Okay. Oh, and we've been inverted back to 8th. Ooh, I'm gonna try to. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I was gonna try to force Harvick down, but I'm just gonna fall in behind him here. Inverted back to 8th, 20 laps to go. Fuel. Oh yeah, there's not gonna be a pit stop. What am I saying? The last segment's shorter, not longer. So yeah, we're fine. We won't have to pit, and our tires shouldn't even start to wear, really. So that's good. So this is honestly almost over already. I thought it'd be like an hour and a half, but it's going by quicker than I expected. I have to do some other random races for the stream just to fill out the time. Carefully now. So it took us quite a bit to get back to the front at one point, so we don't want to waste too much time getting back up here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, Jeff. Oh, dear. Okay, well, this may have just cost us the whole thing. That is unfortunate. That is real unfortunate. Why am I here? I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not. Yeah, this is bad. I don't think we can do it now. That's, can't believe that happened, actually. I don't know if I got too aggressive or what happened there, but it all fell apart. Well, now a caution has come out. It's good and bad. It gave us a quick repair, which will help us, but also it's going to limit how many laps we have left. 32nd game of the year. Yeah. There'll be a few other new ones for the list, but also we're going to be kind of starting to knuckle down into repeats pretty soon. Quite a bit as I focus on completing, or not completing, but like getting progress on some series. Anyway, the hood fell off. Pulled the quick repair. No. Okay. So we are going to have 15 laps. Let's just not frick this up, okay? We could still pull this off if we're really, really good here. And that was not good before, so let's hope we don't continue to do dumb stuff like that. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Situation's normal. How are you? Slime Rancher. Yeah, I'm probably not going to continue that. It felt, like, by the end of it, it just felt way too repetitive. Like, we weren't going to get anything new for a while, and even the new stuff was just going to be more of the same, basically. I don't know. It's a fun little game, but there's just not a lot to it for a long-term playthrough. Yeah, I mean, it also had the feel of a game more suited for younger people, you know? I mean, everybody's younger than me, but yeah. That's what I was afraid of, so that won't be happening. But, you know, with us getting back into Twilight Princess, with us doing Skyrim, those are things that are going to get a lot of days in the schedule for the year. Oh, gosh. Well, we just sort of fricked Junior. Whoops. Sorry? I don't know. I'm not handling nearly as well. You know, the damage probably is not helping that. Minecraft, I mean, I have the modded skyblock thing. I would like to do vanilla once the next version comes out, and it's not just snapshots of these things, because snapshot servers are bad. I don't really want to do snapshot servers again, but I wouldn't mind trying to get people back into some vanilla multiplayer once things are more stable and released and what have you. The new stuff. Probably not going to do a modded multiplayer ever again, I would assume. No, but definitely not this year, I wouldn't think. I could be wrong, but the stuff that we had talked about doing seems to have died, and the last one didn't end well, so, yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, the mountains, the caves, the fact that the caves now run so deep and all, like, that's all really cool stuff that I'm excited about for the new vanilla thing. And then there's new ores and blocks and things to do, so, yeah, it'll be cool. Alright, so we've made our way up to 3rd. Definitely made a few people mad. Might make a couple more. But we'll see. Getting down to it here. We are not as good as we were. We're fast, but we're not handling very well at all. So these are not going to be easy passes. Pull off. You get to be there at the start. Yeah, that'll be good. You came in kind of late last time, so you didn't get much time with the group as far as that went. Get a little bump and run to Dale Jarrett there. Drove it in kind of deep and got into him a little bit. Just a little bit. Get us into 2nd here, coming to 5 laps to go. Oh, we are so skatey. So, Kurt Busch definitely took advantage of that invert. He got put up front because of that, and he has stayed up here this last segment. And that sounds like a very Kurt Busch thing to me. Is that he would probably end up in that situation and then be tough to beat, even though he wasn't a factor early on. That feels very Kurt Busch. Okay. I'd like to do this pass clean, though. Oh, he kind of pushed up. He did not enter as low as he had been. We're going to get a run here. Are we going to be able to pull it off? We're just not as good as we were. Okay. It's stuck. We have taken the lead. Can we keep it? Not if I can immediately get in the wall. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. Don't let him by on the inside. Oh, there we go. It's fine. It's okay. 2 laps to go. Oh my gosh. I'm getting so loose now. Holy cow. That's hanging with us. Harvick's closing in so fast right now. Big time. He's gonna run out of time, but the white flag is out. Sponsored by Quick Lube Plus. This beat up number 3. Fought our way back up to the front. Oh, he's looking low. We gotta hold off Kurt Busch. Oh, turn. His did not. He got super tight. Oh, that was a good saving grace for us, and we are gonna win the All-Star race. Oh man. Alright. Get over here and burn out on the Lowe's logo. Again, not a thing Dale Earnhardt Sr. would have done, realistically. But feels like a good thing to do for us. I think I blew my engine. I definitely blew my engine. Oh, it's funny. We'll do a Polish victory lap here. Our smoldering, broken hunk of a car. Oh man. Good freaking times. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. We had to really work for that there at the end, just because of the bad position I put myself in, the damage to the car, and all that. Good stuff. Oh, they're not going to talk? That's too bad. Typically they would sum up what happened or whatever. Oh well, we can look at the highlight reel, I guess. Camera angles are leaving a little bit to be desired here. Oh, you mean like Tiburon? I hate that track so much. Okay, this is dumb. Why? Give some good camera angles, please. Dynamic. I would like to see some... Is there a highlight of me going on the pit road? There's a highlight of me going on the pit road. These are still terrible camera angles. Even with dynamic on, they barely are putting the camera on the car. Like, why? It's frustrating. I don't understand this thing sometimes. Sometimes I get great thumbnails because they'll, there'd be a lot to choose from. And other times I have to really force it to try to get a camera angle that shows the cars right. But, it is what it is, I guess. Maybe this will show us something different. Nope. Not really. It's all the same, man. So dumb. Okay, that might end up having to be our thumbnail. It's hard to say. Like, every time it just cuts away at that point, so you don't get to see any of like the real contact or anything. Oh well. Aw, yeah. $1 million. Not one mask. This was 2004, 3, technically, when it was made, but 4, 2004. We didn't have to worry about that stuff. Okay. Hey, new best lap. Sweet. So, we won the All-Star race at Lowe's Motor Speedway by just a tiny bit over Kurt Busch, who ended up really using that inversion to get up there. Kevin Harvick, who looked like the other best car on the day, ended up third. There was Dale Jarrett, Richard Petty, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Jimmy Johnson, Bobby Labonte, and Dale Earnhardt Jr., who we kind of fricked over. So that was, a thing. We led 20 laps. It looks like the most laps led are going to go to Harvick here with 25. You can see everybody up here led a bunch of laps. Junior led 11. Jeff Gordon ends up 11th. And these guys were eliminated at the end of the second segment. And these guys were eliminated at the end of the first segment, but it was because they all DNF'd. It was weird. They all, like, these guys all blew up close together, and then Johnny Benson blew up early. But there you have it. So that is that in the books. And for the sake of the YouTube recording, I'll do an outro, but we're not done with the stream just yet. But I will say thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hope you enjoyed the Do It for Dale series. This is a bonus episode for that. Just something fun that I thought you guys might enjoy. But yeah, that is it. See you in the next one. Bye.